What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I want to welcome my guest, Mikey Boy Soprano himself, Mike from Mic'd Up and Just Your Average Joe. How's it going, guys?
What's up, dude? What's up?
I want to appreciate you guys coming on tonight. So we are here to talk about the Many Saints of Newark. I was glad everybody finally got a chance to watch it. Joe and I both watched it last week. We spoke about it privately. Mike, you and I spoke about it the other day. I just figured we'd take this time out today to finally all three of us come on and talk about it and give our feelings on it. And
spoke about it privately. What are you talking about? We did a spoiler review on my channel.
Yeah, well, we did it on your channel. I'm saying we spoke about it privately when we first watched it. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Intimately.
Yeah, it took me 2 days to watch it because the fucking Roku was fucked up.
Yeah, but at least you got to watch it. I mean, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I loved the acting. Everybody, the whole cast. Michael Gandolfini did some job. I mean, as young Tony, and Vera Farmiga as Livia. I mean, Corey Stoll as Junior. You can't get any better than that. This cast was incredible. I mean, even Alessandro Nivola as Dickie. He did a good job. John Bernthal as Johnny Boy. I mean, even the actors. Was it Billy Magnuson, right?
Yeah,
John Magaro.
John Magaro did.
John Magaro did Silvio.
And then the guy who played Pussy, I believe, was it's a Greek name. I can't remember. I think something Nicolia or something like that. But everybody did a good job. They did. Yeah. They did a really good job.
Pussy was Samson
Mikovia.
Moloikia, something like that.
Oh, Moloikia.
It's close to it's Moeakiola. So yeah, Moloikia.
Okay,
nice. I like it.
You put the Moloikia on him. All right. But yeah, I mean, I love the story. I love the backstory, all the references to the show, to the series. Especially like we talked about the gunshot to Livia's hair from Johnny Boy.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great scene.
The references to Junior, him falling down the stairs and saying "your sister's cunt." That was great. I mean, come on.
I laughed. That's hysterical.
That's classic Junior.
Yeah.
And we talked about it too. One of the final scenes when young Tony goes to Holston's to meet up with Dickie. The reference to the significance of Holston's, which we all know was the final scene in The Sopranos when goes to black. The scene that we all actually, a lot of us hated. I don't know.
Like, that's it?
What? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it?
Yeah.
Fucking journey? That's it?
But
I didn't mind the journey. I didn't mind the song. I just minded the fact that it fucking ended. Everybody put their cable on.
No, but the last voice you ever will hear on The Sopranos ever is Steve Perry's.
What was James? You probably know. What was the final? What was the final two words?
Final two words.
Final two words. Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank right now.
Final two words of the Sopranos, the series. It was the song. What was the final two words?
Oh, don't stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
the black. I said I know you know it. I asked Mike, but thanks.
Well, no, was Don't Stop Believing. I know the song.
No, Believing was never said when it ended. It was just don't stop.
Yeah.
And then it went black.
Stop. Everything stopped. But overall, what did you guys think? Joe?
You already know. I liked it a lot. I was very surprised by the backlash. I was very surprised by the bad reviews.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't read any of them before I watched the show.
Mm-hmm.
It was after I watched the show that I wanted to see what everybody else thought. The one review that did sneak in to my brain was the one I was talking to you about. It's the pasta without the sauce and you know whatever. But look, the only thing I will say now, after reading some of the reviews. And you were talking to me on the phone about it. I actually got an article from Screen Rant up on the screen right now. I don't enjoy or I don't like the fact that they retconned a lot. That's the only thing that I think I can pull negative out of the movie. I liked it. I did. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed, like you said, Corey Stoll playing Corrado Soprano Jr., and all the other side characters too. Although we didn't get much from Silvio Dante, we got enough, but we didn't get much. But these guys like John Magaro, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
And I did like Dickie Moltisanti a lot.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
was very-
Alessandra did a great job with that.
Yeah.
But
my wife was like, my wife's in love with this guy now. The guy that played Dickie Moltisanti. She was like,
but what are you barking at? What are you growling at? That was weird. You're fine.
I can't remember where I've seen him, where else I've seen him in, but I know I've seen him in other things. Alessandro Nivola.
Yeah, I can't remember now too. I looked him up on IMDb, but
Yeah.
no. But so anyway, what I was saying was like
Go
the retcons that they did were the only things I didn't enjoy. You know, the timeline, Tony's age. You know,
Yeah.
I get Michael Gandolfini's an older character.
There were little things that were a little mixed up. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and David Chase does a good job at explaining some of the inconsistencies. And I was talking to you about that, how sometimes our recollections or our memories as a kid could be very different from what they really were. But you can't take certain things away. The fact that Johnny Boy got arrested and made bail.
Yeah. Exactly.
The very next day in the Sopranos series, but then it goes away for 4 years.
That didn't make sense.
The what do you call it? Screen Rant in one of the articles, one of the repercussions of that is they basically said if Johnny Boy's away, then Tony, because of the date and the time of year that he sees it, then Tony doesn't see the guy getting his finger cut in Satrials.
Exactly. Good point.
Because then he's in jail.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So there were a few other things that bothered me, you know, and you know, Christopher and his age difference made no sense, but whatever. But that's my only gripe. Some of the other complaints I don't get.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought it was good. It was entertaining. Started out a little slow.
Yeah, it's maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, but after that it picked up.
But I thought it was a great telling, and I think a lot of people, and that's what other people are saying, a lot of people probably complained because they thought this was more of a Tony origin story, and I already knew that wasn't the case.
I know. I mean,
this was about Dickie Moltisanti.
That's why it's a prequel. Yeah.
That's why prequel, meaning before the actual story.
Yeah. It's like I said on and I said it on your channel.
No. But the prequel being more of Tony's rise to power, but that's not what this was ever about.
But they can do that though. They
could.
He can make another movie. I mean, he's thinking about doing it. He actually wants to work.
Not only thinking, they're signed. He signed
the deal with HBO. Yeah,
but he wants to work with I forgot his name. He was a writer that came on in season 2, and he wants to work with that writer to do another movie.
Okay.
But I listened to some reviews and people online and. Like, oh, I didn't like this. I didn't like. What the fuck were you expecting?
I don't understand all the bashing.
Like, were you expecting the Sopranos TV show to be in the movie? No,
that's not.
No, it's the characters from Sopranos,
right?
But it's not about Tony right now.
No.
You know, and I was watching one reviewer. What he didn't like was, that he didn't like the fact that there was. More with like the Soprano thing, like the Mayo family, and then Dickie working with Leslie Odom Jr.
Yeah,
okay,
his character. But from what I read, though, David Chase wanted to do it this way because he wanted to do a movie also about the Newark riots that happened back in the late 60s during the civil rights movement.
That's what he was focusing on. Yeah.
So he combined two into one, which was basically what they did.
Yeah.
So with Leslie Odom Jr.'s character, which, by the way, he was really good in this movie as well.
Oh, yeah.
His character was really good.
Yeah.
Harold, I mean, but he wanted to take over what the mafia was doing, the numbers game. He wanted in on that.
Yep.
And it just came out where, some people just didn't like the combination of the two together.
Right.
I thought it worked well. And like you said, I love the casting. Michael Gagaro, who played Silvio Dante. I think Silvio was my favorite character in the whole movie.
Yeah.
And I love the spot where I saw the wig come off, and I said, "I knew it! I knew it!" I said,
You called it.
1,000
Yeah,
times
you're
this
the one that told
motherfucker
us
was
that.
bald.
Yeah.
Well, the movie, no. The movie starts out with him he has the comb over.
He has a comb over.
Yeah.
But then with the hairpiece coming off, and I said he
Yeah.
had the hairpiece off when he was running into the bathroom when somebody knocked on the door when Tony was in the hospital.
You did call it. You called it from the trailer.
Yeah.
You did.
You were like, "That's Silvio," and that's when we were sitting there questioning, and you were like, "No, remember this episode?" Da, 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 da. And we went into it. Yeah.
And then like the whole thing is like me watching the movies, like, okay, I really enjoyed it. But then my wife told me that granted that we started watching this on Sunday, and then my Roku fucked up, so I had to watch the rest on Monday.
Yeah.
And she even, for her to say this to me, means she really liked the movie. She said, "I want to watch this again, and hopefully the Roku doesn't mess up. I want to watch it again this weekend."
Definitely gonna watch it. Yeah, I want to watch it again. Definitely.
I would watch it.
So I definitely want to watch it again as well. I mean,
I wanted to wait a little bit, but I definitely want to watch it again. But I also, and a lot of people bash the fact, like, why did Michael Imperioli, his character's dead, why did he narrate it? I thought that was perfect that he narrated it.
I had no problem with it.
I had absolutely no problem with Michael Imperioli.
I mean, I knew he was dead. Obviously, we all know he's dead, but I love the way it started out. He's like, "This is that's my Uncle Tony. He murdered me." I loved all of that. I loved when he started telling the story, and this was amazing. The way
when we watched the series, it was about the other side and going to hell and seeing ghosts or seeing spirits and stuff like that. Remember when he got shot, he died, and he had visions or whatever. Why can't he narrate from the dead?
Yeah, why not? It happens all the time. Like it happens. It happens.
Narrations from the dead don't happen, James.
I've seen it in other movies.
Oh, in other movies, but but that doesn't mean it happens.
No, I don't mean that it happens.
Right. No, but I'm saying
literally,
But I'm with you on in to a point where I'm saying I think it was fine. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, I also like the fact, and James, I told you this earlier. I said the whole thing with Dickie's death.
Yeah.
When Christopher was going through like a paranoid phase, and Tony told him that it was a cop that killed his father.
Right.
And it was everything to this cop in the retirement party. He wanted him to go into the bar and shoot the cop in the head and get even. And then we find out at the end, it was Junior that's actually planned the hit.
Right.
Because he got insulted that Dickie was laughing at him when he slipped on the
Yeah, that we didn't know. Yeah,
but that's also another retcon, though. That was also another retcon, though. We talked about that earlier with Barry Haydu and
Barry Haydu, right?
Yeah, he got killed.
Cop. Yeah,
and but it wasn't Corrado. It was the guy you were talking about. The one you thought was a girl, Jill's Ruffalo.
Jilly Ruffalo. Yeah.
Well, Jilly Ruffalo. That is supposedly the one that put the hit on.
Right.
Okay, you guys gotta refresh my memory. What's Raycon? Raycon, what? Huh?
Retcon.
That was
Retcon.
I'm missing something.
To retcon something is to change things.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the meaning of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. So when I say retcon, that means
my apologies. I don't.
They're changing. They're changing basically the timelines. They're changing what was done in the series.
Mm-hmm.
So another perfect example was that scene that James talked about.
The carnival scene too.
No, not all that. But I'll get to that in a minute. But the when Livia gets shot in the beehive, right? When Janice tells the story in season 6, she basically tells she tells the story of how whatever, and in the back seat was actually Junior and his Gumat.
Yeah.
Not Dickie and his wife.
Yeah.
So in the series, it was Junior and his side piece, and then in the movie, it's Dickie and his wife. So, like I said, there was and like you said, James, the carnival scene, the amusement park scene where Johnny Boy goes away for 4 years instead of making bail and
on the show he's out the same night. Yeah,
he's home in time for dinner.
Well, like a lot of things are like you said, they change things up. Like a lot of movies do that. I mean, even if you read Henry Hill's book that made Goodfellas.
Yeah, Wise Guy.
Wise Guy.
Yeah, but hold on, that's different though.
But in the movie, it was always Ray Liotta's character, Henry Hill, hanging out with Tommy, played by Joe Pesci.
Right.
And in the book, it wasn't. It was Paulie's son that hung out.
Right. No. I know. But book adaptations are never the same when it goes to film. They always make changes. This is different. Sopranos wasn't a book. It was a series.
Mm-hmm.
And this is made by the same people.
Yeah.
It's the same director and it's the same writer. It's the same creator.
That's why
for him to not have followed his own lore, to him not to follow his own universe and his own world, it just makes no sense.
Unless maybe Janice told the story wrong. When she did tell the story in season
that
6.
could be true. Yeah,
and that's what I told James about the amusement park scene.
Yeah.
I said, remember, Tony tells that to Melfi on the chair. Now, his recollection of that as a child could be very different from what really happened. The dad might have went away for 4 years. Maybe, I mean, I don't know how you fucked that up, but
but then like you said, how do you explain the shopping of the Haydoff making him get anxiety attacks when he looks at cold cuts?
Yeah. But so basically what you can probably say now for from here on out, any flashback scene that Tony or even Janice or anybody thinks of when they were a child is bullshit. It's as simple as that. Now it's not canon. Everything is up in the air. We don't know.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, I loved it. I can't wait to see where they go with it. I love the ending scene when you heard right before the credits came on, you heard the music by A3.
Oh God, I just started. I had as soon as I heard the bass, my head started going like this. I'm like, and then all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there singing. I never sit through credits of a movie, but to hear that song again, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm leaving this on. I'm singing.
And to hear that, and I'm like, oh God, now we gotta wait. Like, what happens now? Now we gotta wait. I'm like, God, this is horrible. Now I'm gonna be miserable.
Let me ask you two a question, because my wife told me she didn't see Jim Gandolfini's like mannerisms and face in Michael.
What? Oh man, what?
Yeah,
that's what I said. I said you're crazy. I said you don't see the facial expressions, the noses.
Oh well, man.
Not only that, it was what do you call it? I think, like I said, I think some of his facial features or structure was made by CGI.
Yeah.
Just to
make it look more like him.
Make it look more, yeah.
She didn't see it. I was like, okay, crazy. I said this is clearly like a spitting image of him as a young guy.
They did an amazing job. I think everybody did an amazing job.
I think so, yeah.
I can't wait to see.
I hope I did. You know, I know we said during the trailer, James, when me and you and Joey said it, I hope they don't go with a TV series. Now I'm kind of leaning towards
it could work. Bit. Yeah, we said this on Joe's
now I'm leaning towards it a little bit. I wouldn't buy this story of Tony's education of how he becomes a mafia guy now.
Oh, the rise of his
the
power.
evolution of Tony. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing that somebody said was pretty much retconned were the ages of Silvio and Paulie. Paulie was always established as being much older than Tony, even when he was younger.
Yeah.
And Silvio was supposedly to be the same, very, very close in age with Tony because they actually came up together.
Right.
Is what was said. That was retconned because Silvio, you can see, is older than Tony. He calls him kid a couple of times. And Paulie does not look old at all.
No. Yeah, Paulie.
Janice joked and said Paulie was an old man when we were younger.
And then but then when you look at Paulie, though, you can see like the
typically out of the three of those guys, Paulie looked the youngest.
Well, Paulie actually, to me, when I watched it, I was like, and then watching the scene where Paulie had to put the drill into the guy's mouth
jacket, yeah,
and he's like, I'm like, fuck it, Paulie, ain't no retentive, has to be like Andy, can't get dirty.
But I mean, what about when he's getting his nails done? At the beauty parlor, he's getting his nails done.
Yeah. But
I'll tell you what go ahead, James.
Yeah, no, I was saying I would have loved to have seen a little bit more other characters from the show. You know, at young ages. Yeah, but apparently he's in the movie because
Artie is there. Artie was the one smoking the cigarette outside the store with Tony before they went into that
I didn't
store.
know. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Wait,
that was him.
which time? I'm sorry. Say it.
It was a scene where they got off a bus and they were in front of a store, and Tony was smoking a cigarette. Little Tony, not Michael Gandolfini yet.
Oh,
and the kid standing next to him was Artie Bucco.
Okay.
How do you know that?
Because he called him Artie.
Oh, he did. All right.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that. But when I went through the cast and I seen it said young Artie Bucco, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know.
And then also the scene with Jackie with the
ice cream
Jackie
truck?
had to drive the Mrs. Softy truck.
No, Jackie didn't drive. It was. We think it's Tony. That was Tony B. Jackie helped hold the ice cream driver down.
So okay. Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi's
Tony Blundetto. Yeah.
And also they said that's in reference to the way he was serving the ice cream to the people outside for free. Mm-hmm. Is a reference to how he always had that big bowl of ice cream where he used to watch something on TV, and he always had a big dish of ice cream.
Big bowls of ice cream.
That was in reference to, from what I heard, that was in reference to Tony's love of ice cream in the series.
Mm-hmm. I seen somebody say that they wish this would have been a limited series. Do you like the fact that it was a movie, or would you rather it a limited series?
I like the fact that it was a movie. I love that we got to see this movie, but like I said, now what they want to, whether they want to do another movie or they want to do a series, it could go either way. I think it would work. Like originally when we first saw the trailer, we said, I don't know if they could do a series. Now from seeing the movie, I definitely think that
I could, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind like if they did an evolution of Tony in a 2-hour film.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't mind watching like a three or 4 season series of the evolution of Tony. Him as he gets older. Him and Carmela, which I found funny that Carmela was outside the phone booth when he was trying to get Dickie to get him the Rolling Rock beer for the party.
Yep,
that was awesome. I love that.
Yeah, no, I agree. If we can get a couple of seasons out of this rather than a movie, I would like it. It gives us more. It gives us a week-to-week show. Right. On HBO, and it also gives us The Sopranos again.
Exactly. But at the same time, if they want us to do a movie, I'm not going to hate it either.
I'm not going to complain.
Yeah,
no.
I'm not going to complain.
I miss my Sundays at 9:00.
Yeah.
That was a regular thing for a long time.
That was everybody's thing. That was everybody's thing for 6 years was Sunday at 9, Sopranos. That was like written law in most households.
I mean, I don't know if I watched it from the very beginning, but I might have started catching on like a year.
I caught the end of the first season. I was late to the game, but I caught up, and then I couldn't wait for season 2 to come out. Yeah. Dude, I'll never forget. I'm driving with Troy and Rocco. It was late. What do you call it? Late '99. No, I'm sorry, early '99 because it came out in January '99. And they were playing that song for me by A3, Alabama 3, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? They're like, oh, it's great. It's from The Sopranos. I was making fun of it. I was like, what is this hillbilly shit?
Yeah.
Fucking hated it. Dude, I watched the show and I fucking loved it. Then I understood what it meant. I understood it. I was like, oh shit, yeah.
It's funny because even before I sent you guys the link to come on, I was playing the song on. I said I had to hear it, and it was like a remix version. And I said I got to get fucking. I got a pregame before the show because I was getting pumped. I was like, oh, this is great.
You didn't whack your grandmother, right?
she's laying. She's on the floor.
Grandmother, yeah.
She's waiting. He's waiting for Lynch and Carson to come over so they could chop them up and throw in some trash bags. Oh shit! Garbage bag. Don't ever say that again, Michael.
I will say, watching the show, I don't know what it was. I mean, obviously, when it was first on, I was, 20 years old, 21. And then second season, I was 22. But I remember watching the show. My girlfriend at the time would always say it changed my behavior dramatically.
Yeah.
Like, I started acting like a wise guy. I never backhanded her. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I would always want. And then, but the other thing that the show made me do, I always wanted fucking Italian meat, always fucking gabagool, super solid. Like I always wanted something in the fucking fridge because prosciutto. It always made me want to eat that shit because they're always fucking eating in the.
They always ate good, yeah.
Always
ate good. I mean that was like the best thing. Like even on Sundays where like when I was living on 4th Street, we used to go in the morning, stop by Mama Maria's, get the superside, the mozzarella, the crusty bread, get some beers, bet some horses, eat some dinner, Sopranos.
I love how he threw the horses in, James.
Yeah, he had to throw the horses in there.
Yeah. Pie oh my.
Oh man.
It was good times. A great series. The movie was good. I mean, I'd give it a B. The only reason why I give it a B, I still think that's a great grade and a great score. The only reason why it's a B is because of the retcons. If they wouldn't have fucked around with the timeline a little bit, or I should say, if they wouldn't fuck the timeline as much as they did, I think it would have been even better. If we would have got that Edie Falco scene that they supposedly shot and they cut, I would have liked to have seen that too.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen
But now I know why. I think they're holding off now because they know that they're going to do something.
They're going to do more. Yeah, exactly. So they might as well. Yeah.
If they had no intention of doing anything after this, then I can understand why they would want to bring us to present day.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe even having Carmela visiting a grave.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to do like when the DVD comes out, you get the extra scenes in there, and that could be the scene in there on the extra scenes.
Mod on DVD. How old is he? This guy.
Mike,
I haven't bought a DVD in 30 fucking years.
They still sell DVDs.
That's crazy.
They still advertise DVD.
I don't even know what a DVD is. What's
a DVD?
A Gumasagam DVD.
That's like asking. That's like saying, "Oh, back in the day, we had 8 tracks." Some kids, what's an 8 track?
Remember when they went to Italy and Paulie was like, he's trying to speak Italian. He's like, "Where's the bijou? The bathroom? Where's the bijou?" I love Paul. I like when he was like, commendatory. He was tell the chef my compliments or whatever. Fucking great. Oh, now I'm gonna watch the series, man.
That's what I'm saying. I was just thinking it today.
I'd like, as soon as we're done, I'll put the TV on and start.
I gotta watch it because I want to see. I mean, obviously we watched the show so many times, but there's always something that you find that you didn't see the last time you watched it.
I actually found out a very interesting thing about David Chase today as well.
What's that?
Let's see if you two know this. What's his favorite episode of The Sopranos? Of all 6 seasons, what's his favorite episode personally?
His favorite?
Is it Pine Barrens?
I mean, that's our favorite. It's probably not the same favorite as us. I think I remember reading it. Is it the finale?
Nope. Season 1, episode 5, titled College.
Okay.
Oh, that's a great episode. Yeah,
that is a great episode.
Where Tony found the rat.
Yeah. And he chokes him
and strangles him. That is David Chase's personal favorite.
That's actually ranked pretty high on episodes, to be honest with you.
When people that was the one when he's driving Meadow and she's like, "Are you in the mafia?"
Yeah, that's his favorite episode. And also, they said on the video that that scene opened up the door for Dexter and Breaking Bad because there was no other show that showed somebody killing somebody on TV like that.
Yeah, that was a brutal kill.
Yeah,
I like when he's chasing him in the car. He's driving fast, and Meadow's like, "What are you doing, Dave?" "Well, I'm just messing around. I'm playing." He's trying to joke around with him. Meanwhile, he wants to kill this fuck.
Yeah, the motel's right over there.
Yeah, no, it was great. And then he does a quick turn in.
And then he leaves it with the college girls and gets drunk. I mean,
yeah.
What made you think was going to happen to her if you left them with college girls?
I could have killed you last night. I could have did it, but I didn't because you were with your daughter.
I'm curious to see where they go with it. I want to see what other characters they're going to bring on. I'd like to see like a young Richie, a young Tony B. Guys.
We got a young Tony B.
Even Johnny Sack.
Johnny Sack, yeah. There was nobody from New York in there, but I can understand why. I mean, it doesn't matter. I get it's a Sopranos prequel, but you don't have to cram every fucking person in.
No, not everybody. No, but like I said, if for the future.
No, for the future. No, I'm not saying I'm not going against what you're saying. I'm talking
Yeah.
about for people that were complaining that these people weren't in this
Oh yeah,
movie.
oh yeah, that's another thing.
Like,
yeah.
oh, no Johnny Sack, no Richie, no.
Like, what do you want, man? This
What
is a prequel. Yeah.
Where was Meadow? There wasn't Meadow.
First of all, let's get this straight. The name of the movie was called The Many Saints of Newark,
Which is the Many Saints of Moltisanti.
And if you put in, thank you, Joe, in translators, Many Saints comes up Moltisanti.
That's what Moltisanti stands for, Many Saints.
There you go. So it wasn't about Tony, it was about Dickie Moltisanti. Which actually, one more thing threw me for a loop is after this guy's fucking nuts. He kills his father. Then he goes kills the stepmother that he was banging.
That's another thing that threw me off. And me and Joe, we talked about this too.
Christopher's mom. Like, who was Christopher's mom?
That, and I was going to talk about the Ray Liotta character too. That I didn't expect him to die.
That threw me for a loop because when I saw the trailer, we saw him talking to Ray Liotta and Jen, and all of a sudden I'm looking like.
Go back to that for a second, though. We'll go back to put a pin in that for a second with Ray Liotta's character. But more importantly, James, who is fucking Christopher's mom? Because he does say, Dickie does say that he always wanted a son, but his wife cannot have kids.
Right.
Who fucking had the kid?
Yeah, that threw me off too, because we're led to believe that Joanne is Christopher's mother, who is actually Joanne Blundetto.
Yeah.
Who's is that Tony B's cousin? Who would she be to Tony B? Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Tony B's aunt, right? I don't know.
Maybe.
I have no idea. Because remember, too,
or is she Tony B's sister?
Maybe Tony B's sister. Because
that's a possibility, right? Yeah.
Because
so Dickie's wife's name was Joanne, right?
What, I mean,
I
didn't they say her name was Giuseppe?
Hold on,
in the movie.
Hold on, let me see here.
Yeah, it's very confusing because the other thing is too, is Christopher was never related, and we already know that by blood to Tony. It was Carmela's cousin,
right?
All right, so Dickie's wife is Joanne Moltisanti.
Oh, okay. So James, what were you saying? Oh, but anyway, it doesn't matter what James is saying about Joanne or whatever. It's not about the name of the mother. Yeah. It was just a simple line that Dickie says earlier in the film.
Right, to Ray Liotta about not being able to have kids. But then who gave birth to Christopher then?
Maybe she does. Maybe she does have the kid then. Maybe she they get lucky and she gets pregnant. Whatever.
Well, remember,
they don't explain that.
Because all of a sudden he did that, and then all of a sudden we fast forward, and then all of a sudden Christopher was born, and there's Michael Gandolfini.
Yeah.
That's when baby Christopher was born.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is only 2 years. And that's the other thing, though, too, that people complain about. It was only a 2-year jump. You go from a young Tony.
And he's supposed to be 10 years older than him.
Tony looks like he's 15, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't look 15. He looks older than that, but he's probably playing somebody who's 15 years old.
Right.
And Christopher is only a baby. They're not 10 years apart, and what was the other thing by that? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
But anyway, like I was saying, I mean, I could see people's little gripes here and there with the little inconsistencies. We talked about that. But, I mean, overall, they did a really good job with this movie. And I honestly don't have any complaints. I'll give it a B+. I do. I'll give it a B+.
I'll give it a B+ also on that one. I think way too many people are complaining way too much.
I agree.
Just get over it. It's a good movie and stop.
Mike, did you think that the blind children story was false? Was a lie?
I think he was just in a dream world at the moment.
There's an actual answer. No, I'm asking you. There actually is an answer. And Jawan's the one that pointed it out to me and James.
I'm gonna. Am I allowed to guess, or just you just want a yes or no?
Take a guess, of course. Well, a guess
I say yes.
It is true. Yeah. Apparently, it is true because at his funeral, there's blind kids there.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
I missed that.
I didn't catch it either. Yeah.
None of us did, but apparently Jawan saw it. I didn't see it. I was blind. But I missed it. And apparently, I totally thought that story was fabricated. I thought it was got to be bullshit. The way they were cheering him, he might have embellished it a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was I thought it was almost a dream sequence when I first.
I thought it was a dream sequence too. While he was in the prison,
up and then the uncle's gone too.
Exactly. Yeah.
So going back to the Ray Liotta character real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So was Sal and Dickie twin brothers? Is that what they're saying, or was he just another family member?
No, they were twins.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was his twin brother. He never mentioned that was his brother in the movie.
Yeah,
it did. I mean, they're not going to mention the fact.
Dick and him were twins.
Well, not that they were. They didn't mention that they were twins, but they mentioned that that's his brother.
You don't have to mention that they're twins. They were identical.
Yeah, it's obvious. That was the same actor too. Yeah.
Yeah. So. You guys twins?
Come on.
No, like I said, I had a problem with the Roku. So, like some parts, I actually gotta sit and hope to God it works all the way through, so I can actually pay attention and not worry about, oh shit, I gotta restart the Roku, I gotta do this and all that. So, I'm hoping this weekend it runs okay and I can actually watch it from beginning to end with no issues.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to watch it. Yeah, I mean you could have easily missed stuff.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I gave it a B+. Mike, you give it a B+. Joe, you
give it a B+.
I mean, I reviewed it on IMDb. I gave it 7 out of 10 on IMDb. I figured that's pretty good. You know.
Well, you know that's like a C, right?
7 out of 10.
Yeah,
that's a C.
Is it? I gotta change it.
That's like a 75% you gave it.
Yeah.
No, then I gotta give it a better one.
Maybe a C+.
And I gotta give at least an 8. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. I want to thank you guys for coming on. I'm curious to see what anyone else thinks about this movie. Drop a comment. Hit the like button. By all means, subscribe for future content. Thanks again, guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.